Welcome to DC Digital Learning. Myself Suguna. Now I am discussing session 2, that is topic on meaning, definition and need to study organizational behavior. Let us start with the meaning of organizational behavior. So organizational behavior means it's the study of human behavior and the behavior of individuals and the groups within the organization. And here we are going to see how they are going to interact between the organizational members with their internal and external environment of the business. So every business entity need to see and need to study the individual's behavior in the organization. It has most impact on the achievement of organizational goals, because every individuals, how they're going to behave, react and respond to their individual responsibilities, duties. So it has the most impact of their behaviors. So that's why here the business organizations have to see and analyze the behaviors of individuals, how they're going to react in the organization for the achievement of organizational goals. So this is how they individually behave and how they're going to be in the groups and overall. So when it comes to individual targets and it comes to team target, are the overall organizational objectives, how they're going to perceive and how they're going to react with that. So how they show their attitude towards that, it is most impact in the organization. So that's why every business or a top level management needs to think about the individual's behavior in the organization. So this is about the meaning of organizational behavior. So this is how the concept of OB or organizational behavior exists. So this is internal environment or external environment. So here how the human or a people behaves in the organizational setup or work environment, and when it comes to individually and with other members of the organization, how they're going to interface, interact and how they're going to perceive and react with that, it has the most impact with the whole setup of the organization. The whole study is called organizational behavior. Next we'll go with the definition of organizational behavior. I have taken the author defined, that is Stephen Robbins. So he defined organizational behavior is a field of study that investigates the impact that individuals, groups and a structure have on behavior in organizations for the purpose of applying such knowledge towards improving an organization's effectiveness. So in the simple terms, Stephen Robbins defines that here it is the field of study that investigates individuals, groups and overall organization structures. So in that, how individual going to behave, and it has the impact for the improvement of the overall organizational effectiveness in the achievement of goals, end goals of the organization. And even I have taken the one more definition which is given by Fred Latans. So in the simple terms, he defined that organizational behavior is to understand, predicting and controlling the human behavior at work. So this is very meaningful. So every individuals, when they come from their home setup to the work environment or the organizational setup, how they're going to react and respond and how they're going to behave, this matters the more, because except their family impact or their personal things, it has to be not influenced in the work environment. So here how they're going to behave, that is most needed for the achievement of their individual targets and even the organizational targets. The human behavior at the work environment, so the study of this is called organizational behavior. So this is about the two definitions I have taken here. Next we'll go with characteristics of organizational behavior. So first point I have chosen here, it is an interdisciplinary approach, because here we are studying the behaviors of humans or individuals. So we can't say only we can take psychology. Psychology nothing but the study of human behaviors. So we can't say only the psychology. Even it is integrated with the sociology, anthropology and etc. So sociology nothing but how they're going to be act or react or behave in the society or when they're in the groups. It is called sociology. And anthropology, the culture and the race or traditions of their individuals is also has the impact on their behaviors. So organizational behavior is integrated with a multidisciplinary or interdisciplinary approach. So next point I have taken here, the analysis of behavior. So organizational behavior means you are studying the human behavior, you are analyzing and measuring, or you're going to have the look or supervision on their behaviors, how they're going to behave, how they're going to react, because it has the it is most important for the achievement of their individual and the group and organizational targets. So that's why we have to analyze the behaviors of the every individuals in the work environment. So next point I have taken here, it is a goal oriented approach. So organizational behavior, that is in the short form we call it as a OB, is action oriented and the goal oriented discipline. So we not simply studying a behavior. It's not for the keeping a report, because the behaviors of individual which has mainly influenced, mainly stimulate with their targets, reaching of their targets, or increases of their efficiency and effectiveness. So that's why it is goal oriented or action oriented. So simply for the time pass, for knowing the human behaviors we are not studying, because knowing of behaviors, it has the major influence on the reaching of targets in timely and with enhancing efficiency and effectiveness. So next point, it is an integral part of management. So OBR, organizational behavior, is a part of the general management. It is not a whole management. It is one of the integral part of management. Means it is one of the supporting behavior which you have to be included in your whole organizational setup. It is not completely OB. It is not completely one of the substitute for the organization. It is one of the part of management. So because you are knowing here, you are having the record or analysis of the human behaviors or the your workers behavior. So it is one of the part of management. So next, this is about the characteristics. Next we go with the need for organizational behavior. Need or purpose or objectives of organizational behavior. So first I have taken here understanding of self and others. So why we need organizational behavior means, so firstly we have to understand ourselves first, then only we can analyze others, we can understand others. Okay, understanding of themselves and forecasting or understanding of others' behaviors, it is most important here. So the behavioral sciences which helps the individuals and others to understand themselves in a better way. This is the main intention of organizational behavior. Second one I have taken here, effective communication. So by understanding self and others, we can have the we can remove the communicational gap, and we can have a formal where there is a need of formal communication, and we can have informal communication where there is a need of informal communication. So we can maintain a very good effective communication among the workers or among the people. So it is even helps, that is study of organizational behavior helps in improving communication flow in the organization. Next point I have taken here, that is maintenance of or building of good human relations, because every individuals, either if they are from different caste, creed, traditions, values, beliefs and all, so they are human beings, they are social animals. They need, everyone needs their relations to be exist. Everyone needs anyone to share their sorrows or happiness and all. So here organizations are the study of organizational behavioral sciences, which helps them to make their friendships, make their relationships in the organization, either formally or informally, or it's left to the individuals how they have to maintain their cordial relations in the organizations. So it helps to maintain good human relations and to build a good human relations in the organization. Next point, it helps in problem solving and overall efficiency. So organization is basically made up of people, nothing but social entity. Organization is a social entity, so it includes huge people, huge laborers. So everyone has their own individual problems, even either their personal or professional. So here with effective communications among them and very good maintenance of very good building of human relations, they can solve their either personal problems or professional problems in the organization, and it increases the efficiency level of their individual effectiveness. So it helps in problem solving and maintenance of overall efficiency of the organization. So this is about these are the points which I have taken for the need of the study of organizational behavior. So here we'll go with the revise a recap of what are the topics we have discussed in this session. The first one, I have discussed about the meaning and definition of organizational behavior, and again I discussed with the characteristics or features of organizational behavior. In that I have discussed it is interdisciplinary approach. Interdisciplinary means it has the multidisciplinary approaches like psychology, sociology, anthropology, like that. So secondly, we have discussed analysis of behavior. So here we have to understand and analyze the behavior of individuals and even their individual behaviors in the groups also. So third point, we have discussed the goal oriented or action oriented. So it is not simply we are not doing we are not studying the organizational behavior. It has its own goal, that is the study of behavior as a positive react with their achievements at all also. So nextly we have discussed it is one of the integral part of the management, and it is not a whole of a management. It is one of the part of management. It is not complete. And again, after characteristics, we have discussed about the need or purpose of organizational behavior. It is most important that, so why the organizational behavior or the study of organizational behavior is needed. So firstly is to understand ourselves, that is individually, and others also. Understanding of others also. It has main impact on the positive behaviors in the organization. Without knowing others, we can't work effectively or cooperatively in the organizations. That is, it is very much needed to understand ourselves and to understand our other team members, our departmental members, and even others also. Secondly, to maintain a good effective communications. There should not be any gap or barriers to communication, because we have until and lastly we have to achieve overall organizational goals. For achieving overall organizational goals, it needs the cooperation and the coordination among different functional departments in the organization. So for the cooperation and coordination, mainly the communication plays the major role. Without communication, we can't maintain 100% cooperation and the coordination. Everything lies in the communication. So that's why to maintaining effective communications among the individuals or among the people, the study of human organizational behavior is needed. So third point I have discussed, that is, it has to be needed for the maintenance or building of good human relations. It is very much needed because in every individual's humans are treated as a social animals. They need to be associated with others. So either whoever it may be belongs to their taste or liking, whatever it may be. So they need their associates to share their feelings and their belongingness. So that's why. So it helps to build a good human relations. And next I have discussed, that is, it helps in solving the problems and increasing or enhancing efficiency. So when we have above all three, that is understanding of ourselves and understanding others, having a good communications and maintaining a good relations, we can easily solve the problems. There should not be any misunderstanding, misconceptions which happens among the individuals and the groups. So it increases the solving solutions to our problems, and it enhances the overall efficiency and the effectiveness of by yourself and when with the groups also, and which has the impact on the overall organizational efficiency. So these are the points which I have discussed in this session. So next we'll go with next discussions. Thank you very much.